be very, very quiet as I do this, but right now in this video, what I'm going to do is respectfully show and prove to everybody that there are no homeless shelters for me to go to, and I haven't been making up anything. Where I have been attempting to talk to one of them called Our House, and so here it is, the proof of the different um, homeless shelters here in Arkansas. So the Dream Center, the Arkansas Dream Center is the first one I'm going to call and watch what happens. There you can see it. And I told y'all if they don't answer right.
Hi, this is Every Canton. How may I help you?
Okay. Well, I've been trying to call, but I have been trying to call, and I hadn't been able to get an answer. But this is not the Dream Center, is it?
This is the Dream Center at 1900 Pine Street in Little Rock.
Okay, all right. Yes, ma'am. Is this now? When I just called this number, well, I called the Dream Center at least, and I called the one in I think it's Daisy Base, but they pretty much I questioned them and asked them was it for women and children only, and I was wondering is that the same for you here?
Uh, well, what exactly are you trying to do? What kind of program? Okay, we don't actually have a homeless program here. We usually refer you out to other homeless shelters.
Yes, ma'am. I understand that. What type of homeless shelter? What is the best shelter if you could? Because I'm sure you get frequent calls, but what is the best preferable homeless shelter for me to go to?
Let's see, is it just you going or
It's
are
just
you
me.
taking kids?
Yes, ma'am. Just me.
Okay. Um, well, I know our house is really good, but they're also full a lot. So
Right. Yes,
you
ma'am.
might want to try that one. I don't know about the best one. Little Rock Compassion Center is probably most likely to have an opening.
Right. I have been
It's
there
on
before.
Asher.
Yes, ma'am. I've been there before. You have. Thing is, it's not 24/7 through the day. Like over. I know that you have to be there by 6 o'clock as far as closing in and sleeping and everything. But through the day,
Oh yes.
you have to leave.
Um, you could try Jericho Way. I know they sometimes let people stay there during the day.
Hmm.
Would you like their phone number?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, it's 501-916-9859.
96
It's it's at hmm?
I was just remembering it. 9859. I remember the first three numbers, and then I just say the last four numbers.
Oh, okay. Do you need me to text them to you or
No,
do
ma'am.
you have it?
Nine one
Okay.
six ninety eight fifty nine.
Yes, and there's also one called Gist House, GYST. It says that it's a self-pay shelter.
Mm-hmm.
If you
Self.
wanted to try
So
that.
self pay. What's that about? What does that mean?
I don't know. You would have to ask them. It might be based on your income or maybe a paid weekly or daily or something.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if there was something else going on, like some card or special program. So I appreciate you very much.
Yeah, I don't know. And other than that, if you've had any issues with, uh, if you needed any recovery resources, then maybe you could try a men's transitional home.
Oh, right. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. I'm not any type of felon or anything, and I don't have a record. I don't use any drugs or anything. Honestly, I'm going through one of the worst parts of my life, actually, and I don't have any family that is willing to help. You know.
Yes. What happened?
Honestly, what's going now? This is where the this is where the line gets pretty, thick. But I hope you're ready for this. The honest to God truth is, I'm dealing with something that a lot of people would hypothesize upon first seeing me in real life, as far as the problem itself. Right now, it's not bothering me, but people would think that it is a mental disorder, but it's not. I've been back and forth to the doctor very many times in order my psychiatrist and everything, and they've not been able to diagnose me with any type of mental disorder. But what we
Uh-huh.
and even my family, at least my last family member that just threw their hands up, you know, I just deal with a lot of anger of yelling and cursing, honestly, just to be honest with everything that I deal with. And they've not been able to deal with that in itself. And they think that it might be technological harassment. So that's to keep it short and simple. The problem in itself, if someone asks, is either a spirit or a technology. Something invisible of some force drives me through hell in my life, and I can't identify what it is right now. Whether, but they, even my family thinks that it might be some form of technology in today's world. And I know that
Uh-huh.
might, I know that sounds crazy, but that's just the honest to God truth of the world.
It doesn't sound crazy at all. Very difficult to deal with.
Yes, ma'am. And I appreciate your consideration.
No problem. You might also look into some local churches for some assistance with homelessness and spirituality stuff
Yes, man. Especially I've tried to purchase and I got almost full done to the exorcism process. As far as getting in contact with the bishop, but I couldn't because they were so far out. It was too long of a drive, so I couldn't make it there. But
as well.
I'll be trying to get in contact with the Catholic Church. I definitely appreciate that.
Okay. Hope you have some good news soon, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. You have a great day.
You too. Bye.
So, uh, there you have that. As y'all can see. So, as you can see, continue to go down the list of places to call. The next one, and you're really going for North Little Rock, right? Because Little Rock, I'm trying to tell you, not only is it where most stuff goes down, uh, I don't really have no family out there in the middle of Little Rock like that. And really, I know I'm being showed enough. It's sad that now the spirit is chiming in and saying, yeah, I know that I'm being showed enough that your family is not something that you, I mean, ain't even about depending on. I mean, cares about you is what it really come down to. Cares on you been working on your stuff and stuff. Um, and I just called them the Daisy Base, but I'll call them as well. Well, never mind, it's the same number they will refer you to. Let's see, screen. So we just went from here and then here. Salvation Army of North Rock. And they close at 3 o'clock. That's the problem with them. They don't do overnight, which is the main thing. Places that house you overnight. Because that's pretty much housing at that point. See what I'm saying? That's the Salvation Army in North Little Rock. I can't make that happen. Call back again is what some people say, I guess, you know. So I call again just to, you know, wash and make sure you rinse twice. You know what I mean? Wash and repeat. However, you know, as they say. I mean, I'm not making a game out of it. I'm in a bad position. I'm trying to comprehend that. I'm in a bad position. But with that chuckle and laugh, it's not about how smart anybody. It's just, look at what I'm going through. I ought to be, sometimes it's good that some type of chuckle could come out, because devastated is what one could be. You seeing where it is, you can't even really speak out on how you feel about such stuff, because, you know, I mean, God, leave people, you know, act like you do, you know, it just, you know, it ain't, I get the blame for everything, you know. So I'm calling again to make for sure. So it is the right number, apparently. I'll try that one. See, this is the thing. People will say you ain't tried. I ain't, you know, making sure I record this and all. Because it's not that Corey ain't doing anything to help itself. This world is not doing anything to help people. And that's what you call an evil world.
Number you have reached, no service. This is a recording.
So it says that number even is not in service from Yelp. It's probably an old number, but that's the most recent one from their direct website. So I'm not getting any type of response on that behalf. So I mean, this car really trying, man. This place here ain't a shelter. It's like some advice place.
Arkansas. We help transform youth from crisis into overcomers. If you know your party's extension, you may dial it at any time. Please listen carefully as our options have changed. If you are a youth age 14 through 24 in need of help, please press 1 to speak to our team. For the OC.
I'm tripping. I ain't that young no more. I feel it, yeah. Look at you.
Please listen carefully as our options have changed. If you are at youth age 14 through 24 and need help, please press 1 to speak to our team. For the OC, our youth center, press 2. For Life Base, our transitional youth program, press 3. To speak to someone on program team, press 4. For volunteering or mentoring, press 5. To speak to someone about a donation, press 6. To speak to someone about finance, bills, or invoices, press 7. For a staff directory, press 8. If you're called,
Please use your telephone keypad to enter the first 2 or more letters of the person's first name. Sorry, we could not find any names that match your entry. Please try again.
Hmm?
hello, thank you for calling your science. Help transform youth from crisis into overcomers. If you know your party's extension, you may dial it at any time. Please listen carefully as our options have changed.
Shout out to anybody that comes through.
Age 14 through 24 in need of help, please press 1 to speak to our team. For the OC, our youth center, press 2. For Life Base, our transitional youth program, press 3. To speak to someone on our program team, press 4. For volunteering or mentoring. This is Immerse. How can I help you?
Yes, sir. I was actually trying to see what type of program is Immerse. Is it a homeless shelter, actually?
No, sir, not quite. What we do, we service 14 to 24-year-olds. Basically, what this is like a center that's open from like 8 to 5 every day where you can drop in. And, we meet your immediate needs as far as you can take a shower, do laundry, get food, participate in life skills,
Mm-hmm.
help finding a job, help finding safe and stable housing, get you connected with health insurance, maybe food stamps, things like that. You can't live here, but we do have a station that we have open where you can live for 90 days once you've been added to the waiting list.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll have to come through this part first, get enrolled, do an intake with a coach. You'll basically get familiar with how Immerse runs, do an intake, try to find a job and things like that, get all your vital records if you don't have them, then potentially get you added to the waiting list of the station to where you can live there for 90 days.
Okay. How old are you, bro? If you
Sir,
don't, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
30.
That's the same age I am. But man, I just wanted to tell you congratulations. I'm obviously too old, as you can see, but man, I just wanted to tell you, you know, if I were young enough, you really made it very home seeming. You did it. You're doing your job excellently, man. I'm obviously not fit for the program, but thank you very much for your help and keep up your great work.
Yes, sir. You're welcome. But if you are looking for something, you should try Jericho Way. They do some agents higher than us.
Okay, cool. I did hear about them. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's in Little Rock too,
you're
right?
welcome, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Jericho Way, a project of Nepal, USA. To dial by name, press 1. For the front desk, dial 101. For Cassandra, the administrative assistant, dial 100. You have reached the general mailbox for Jericho Way. Please leave a message and we will return your call as soon as possible.
Well, I can't do that. That's why you're supposed to have a phone too, so that you can have some type of way of getting a relayed message back in touch with the person you sent it. Your phone ain't working. I'm glad I put this in that old case. If something happened to this, damn. That's messed up. fucking money for that. Anyway, I'm going to keep on. I don't think that I have any more. You know, I'm just trying to make for sure I wipe the whole counter clean. Where there is no room for accusation of me not trying. Some things I actually tried 3 times, not just once. And there is no Corey ain't trying to help himself from the world at all. I'm doing more than just this. I got my art I'm doing too. Family Promise of 8th Street. Closes when that's what happens with them. I forgot it's that number, so you can't call them. Let me see if there's a backdoor or net number change. Yep, that's it. And that's the phone number that you called. I believe. Let me check and see. Yep. So I mean, literally, man, every corner that I go to, there's nothing there. So there are no shelters. I'm showing everybody that there are no shelters that I could go to. I'm not making up anything. Nobody on the internet has accused me of making up anything or not trying. I always say things before because I don't like arguing. I'm not an argumentative person. I don't like to argue. And so before anybody could ever accuse me of anything, I like to shut that down. There is no Corey ain't try because I got to record that I tried. You know, I got proof that I tried. I mean, what more could I do? Go knock on their door? You know, that might not be there. Some of the places seem to not be operating. If the phone ain't, you know. So at the end of the day, what am I going to do to help myself? Because I can't work a job in order to, that'll destroy my disability. Are you disabled or are you not? Is what they got the right to question it, ain't they? I mean, once you do that, don't that make sense? If they said that, you disabled or you not? After you do that. So that's why I said it's not about some game. But what it also is about is Corey realizing a lot of stuff going in spite against him and keeping a smile on his face. Because as long as I don't have any evil intent, that's why this smile stays on my face too. Because I ain't doing nothing evil to nobody. If anything, the world is trying to see me in a bad predicament, overlooking certain things. I got this dude next door. He here staying here all the time. That's being overlooked places, and I ain't got nowhere to go. You know what I mean? I got a lot of stuff against me. I'm not doing nothing to nobody wrong. And usually when stuff like that happens to people, you got a bunch of people, that's bullying. When a bunch of people show that they want bad to happen to you for no reason that they could really obviously point out. Because anything that somebody say that I've done, I guarantee you they did the same thing to me. I guarantee you. But I didn't prolong it and do more, worse. That's where that ain't me. You understand? So everything that Corey go through at this point, it ain't Corey's fault. All I gotta do is keep on making sure that I keep a smile on my face and not deter and go. Because if you go downward and you don't keep a smile on your face, stay happy for real. Because one thing to smile, but stay happy inside. Some kind. That's where something bad can happen to you. Where is the love at for real at that point? On Christmas, if it's like this, how would it be on Christmas and holidays? Where do you think everybody see you at? You just shrug their shoulders like it ain't nothing, right? That's a good world we live in, right? He chose that, right? Or did he show this? Because did I choose it or did I show this? Proof that I ain't got nowhere to go. Because I could never do that with my family. I couldn't. It's right how. It's cool how.
You don't woke up? Huh? Where is it? I left it at home. You did? You want to
What's good, J? My focus on you, Tom, and what you can do to make your situation better. Stay positive. Don't let the negativity get you down. Remember, where your attention goes, energy flows.
Lauren,
That's right, bro.
you want a snack? You threw my phone.
Yeah, pretty much.
I got a bag. You got a bag? Mm-hmm. There go your bag over there. Right here. When you get ready to eat your donuts, break them. Break it like that. With your finger so you won't bite because of your teeth, okay? Here you go. Take them that way. Okay. You want your soda?
So, I'll let this one end here. 9 times out of 10. All right. Because I pretty much said everything I need to say, and based on the title, I really showed I pretty much said everything needed to be said and showed everything that needs to be showed as far as the title. And that is, the homeless shelters, that type of thing. So, I'll charge my phone and I can turn it. You want me to charge it really. Because of the rain, you know what I'm saying? I can feel the vibe around. Really. So, I did need to at least broadcast that I would be accused of lingering around and things like that. Honestly, that's what I've been accused of, trying to linger around. And I ain't got nowhere else to charge my phone. And things like the last working phone I do have on Wi-Fi. You know what I mean? Nothing. So, this is absolutely trash.